UBC has developed a reputation for its exceptional varsity athletes. Once a year, the UBC Okanagan Athletic Department brings the community together to raise funds for support of those athletes.
Here's a bit of good news, and you'll deserve a pat on the back for this. This year's event is sold out. Hooray!
First and foremost, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the 8th Annual Valley First UBC Okanagan Scholarship Breakfast. This is one of the events I look forward to most at the end of the season and school year. My name is Roz Heber, and I recently finished my 5th and final season as a co-captain on the women's basketball team. Heat athletics came to life in my very first year and continues to thrive in parallel with our campus because of people in the community like you.
Since joining the CIS, Canadian Inter-University Sport, last year, UBC Okanagan varsity teams have proven themselves worthy, continually rising to the challenge of playing against teams that have been in the association for decades.
I couldn't be more proud of this group. You know, it'd be great to win more national championships and win more games and stuff, but when I go out and watch them compete, and I watch them compete a lot, that's the word. They're competing. You know, they're giving everything they have. They're to the very last second on the clock. Nobody gets resigned if they're down. Nobody puts their head down. And the next day they're back in the gym practicing like crazy. They're after me now for summer training programs. They're representing the university, they're representing themselves, they're representing the Okanagan, and they take that seriously.
Being a co-captain on the basketball team, actually, it really does mean a lot to me. You know what, I work with a really great group of girls, and our head coach, Heather Semenuk, she's just so great and has been great for my entire 5 years. And yeah, it really does mean a lot to be able to put on that jersey for UBCO, and it really has been everything I've wanted and more.
For the past 8 years, the Valley First UBC Okanagan Athletic Scholarship Breakfast has been known for its featured celebrity athletic guests. This year, there was a bit of a twist in the program.
This was our first time with a non-sport-based speaker. Climbing is a sport, and UBC is a world-class place. And to have someone of Phil's stature leading a 7-nation experiment on Everest, I thought, you know what, people are interested in that, so we don't have to have a sporting thing every time. I think there needs to be a UBC connection, and I think this was a great one.
Research and elite performance and training for athletics is almost identical. It takes dedication and teamwork. So that's part of the reason why I get involved, is what the athletes go through with their training, preparation, all to get to one task, one competition, is exactly what we as scientists go through.
How did the trek go to the base camp?
Well, good. First, I'll talk about this a little bit. You got quite a precarious flight from Kathmandu to Lukla, which is probably the most dangerous part of the trip, and I normally get mild sedation for that flight. And then from there, we do a very slow trek over about 8 or 9 days. We do that so people don't get too sick. And apart from the last day where we make people get sick as part of our experiments.
Who knew research would be so much fun?
It's the support of donors and sponsors that continue to provide the opportunities for UBC to draw high-level athletes to the Okanagan.
We've raised more than $25,000 with UBC matching those funds, and we've increased the scholarship endowment by $50,000, which is really impressive. And since we began, we've raised more than $400,000 in support of student athletes, so that's awesome too.
Really, the scholarships have meant the absolute world to me. You know what? It has taken away from just not having to work so much in the summer, to be able to have those sort of funds to help you in September and be able to focus on your sort of off-court training. It helps you excel really as an athlete and be able to just sort of focus all those efforts and not have so much worry when it does come to sort of making those payments for your tuition.